2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 or. 54.
Down to lose one. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Check. Look at me. Door. It's fine.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Ready.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Alpha.
Mike 5-4.
2nd and 6. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And a give this time to the tailback. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Ready. 18 Gators.
Here we go. Watch the safety creep. Check.
Go. Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Under 10. Please grab him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Here it comes. Watch the eye. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Check. Check.
Look, squeeze.
Check 9, check 9.
Yes.
Go now.
Now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He's checking cracks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now Wentz, caught by the tight end Ertz. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack. And that's what I'm seeing so far.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. He's got his man Sharp complete. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Me and you all day. All day. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback.
Bang, 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 bang.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
No chance. Check 99.
Hard, hard.
31. Check 31. Hey, watch it, watch it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
At the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go, set. 60 or. Hey, lock it.
Crunch time, defense. Jim.
Hey.
36. Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to the guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Switch.
Jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey, Sam on. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 47-yard line.
On the
The
ready.
last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. Throwing left side, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gators.
54 Mike.
Roll out. Big grip. Big grip.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
8-3.
Check Mike 54.
Ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Set up. 70. Indy. Smooth.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Now.
Looking to throw. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Here we go. Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now wins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the 2nd quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the 1st quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready up.
54, right there. 54 mile.
Go. Go.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down.
Switch.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
They run the counter. Stanford, they'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
The ball carried by number 42. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Watch out. Check it out, please.
Rock it. Let's go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Malik Jackson there to make the stop. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score.
You got him. You got him.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Wentz, and the pressure gets to him again. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Solid.
Shotgun now for Wentz. It's caught. Jones. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Wentz, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. In for the score. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About in the Green Bay offense at here in the second quarter. Not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll go again to Jones. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And they try to sweep to Jones. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From the 35 on second down, Wentz. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Third down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On third and long, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. Wentz now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. 7 yards there and a first down.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Let's go. Check three, check three, check three. Out, 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 out. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. That's
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Silver, silver. Hey, check it, go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Shit.
There.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stanford. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Big stop, let's go. Check.
Look, squeeze.
Watch twist. Watch
Five.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
8, read.
54. Watch the out.
Hey, lock it.
Check.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On 1st down, it's Jones. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Wentz going to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Here's Wentz to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Kill. Check 49.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. So because of the yards after the catch, they'll wisely decline the PI.
Yeah, since it was pass interference, they would have gotten the yardage at the spot of the foul. But as you correctly noted, a little bit of run after catch for them. That extra yardage made it easy to decline the penalty.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Again, it's Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Sanders. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now they'll run it on the toss. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Man up, D.
Brace on him, Travis.
Check 3. Shift.
Back. You're out. Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And to give this time to the tailback. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Safety's creeping. Kill, kill, kill.
Leo.
On second down now. Stanford. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Rock it. Check. Ready.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were